Hello and welcome to the How to Talk to Girls podcast. This is your host, Trip Kramer from tripadvice.com. Now, as you can probably hear from the sound of my voice, I am a little bit sick. I have a cold, so I'm going to sound a little crappy on this episode, but I can never miss putting out a podcast every single week to help you be able to learn how to attract more women in your life and have an amazing dating life. So that is what we're going to have to deal with today, a little bit of a cold. So if I can deal with it, you can deal with it too. Now, before we get into today's episode, there's one thing I want to say that I haven't said in many episodes, maybe if at all. And I think it's time to say this because we're almost close to 200 episodes on this podcast, which is so many episodes. I didn't even imagine it getting to this point. Of course, I wanted it to, but it just seemed so far in the future to get to almost episode 200. So before I even get there, I just want to thank you, the listener. Now, you might be listening for the first time. This could be the first episode you have listened to or ever listened to, and that's okay too. I'm still going to thank you as well for giving me a shot at helping you in terms of dating and relationships. And I'm also going to be thanking the guys who have listened every episode. I know that there's a lot of you out there who listen every single week, and just guys who, tune in when they find a good topic that they want to learn about. Thank you also. So thank you. I'm very grateful for all of my podcast listeners. It means a lot. Because of you, I'm able to do what I love. And what I love is helping you find an amazing woman. That is my job. And because of you, I'm able to do it. So thank you. I just wanted to show my gratitude before we get into the episode. So again, thank you. And sorry about the cold. We're all going to have to deal with it, but let's get into it either way. Today we're talking about when to call her your girlfriend. Yes, so maybe you've been taking this advice. You've been going on dates, and you have been going on a lot of dates. When do you call a girl your girlfriend? When do you go for the exclusivity talk? How do you go for the exclusivity talk? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today on this episode. And I do have experience in this. This is something that I've done multiple times. I've been in a few relationships. I'm currently in a relationship right now, so I do have experience when it comes to knowing when you should. I've talked to many people who've been in relationships who told me some of their stories. So it is something to definitely think about when you're dating someone for a while. You might be thinking, well, is this girl someone I should even call a girlfriend? I actually have an episode on that already. I'm actually going to look it up here. You guys can listen to that. That is the episode called How to Tell If She Is Girlfriend Material. And that is something that I put out November 1st, 2015. So you'll have to scroll down to find that one. But if you're in iTunes or if you're in Stitcher, just look for November 1st, 2015. That's How Do You Know If She's Girlfriend Material. And so what I want to go more over today is once you know that, well, what do you do? I think I mentioned in that episode how you do it. There's really an easy conversation to be had, but when are you supposed to do it? Is it something you should do fairly soon to lock her down? Is it something you want to wait to do? I actually did an interview about how to get a girlfriend. I interviewed Wade Alters, also known as RSD Brad, and we talked to him about how to get a girlfriend. And he actually has a whole formula for that, which I can lead you to as well. That episode is on February 15th, 2017. So you can listen to that one as well if you want to learn more about how to get a girlfriend and go from approach to girlfriend. That's actually what the episode is called. But once you get to that place where you've been seeing someone, he recommends you go and see her only once a week, which is one method. That's not a terrible method. You see her once a week until you're ready to settle down. But I'm going to be a little bit more realistic and say that probably doesn't happen if you're getting really close with someone. Again, I'm not saying it's bad advice in terms of seeing seeing a girl once a week, but I do think that it gets a little bit difficult to see someone you really like once a week. Like, let's be honest, you're probably going to see them a couple times a week. And, he says that you should just wait. You should just hold off and do that. But I think these days, if you're seeing a girl once a week, what makes that tough is if she's a quality girl, she is probably getting approached by other guys. And she might be even having sex with other guys. She's dating other guys. So if you're seeing her once a week, a guy might swoop in and just grab her. So it all depends on how you feel towards the girl. If you like the girl, and this is someone that you decided you want to be your girlfriend, well, I would suggest you probably see her more than once a week as you guys continue to date, as you're on 2, 3, 4 months. Right? This is something that you're going to want to see her a lot, just so you know you can seal the deal, because she might go away. I mean, let's be honest here. You're probably going to be dating other people too. If you're seeing a girl once a week, I'm just going to take a wild guess that you're dating, you're approaching, you're talking to other girls, and how easy would it be for someone else to swoop in someone that you like? And that happens, that happens. But again, we're talking about if this is a girl you're interested in, someone might swoop her. So when are you supposed to ask a girl to be your girlfriend? Well, I do have an actual date. Like I do have a timeline of what it should be. I don't think that you should be asking a girl to be your girlfriend in anything less than about 2 months. Now, let's get even more specific. I think that you should probably be seeing a girl at least 20 times. I might even bump that up to like 25 times, spending that much time with her. Now, I can imagine if you just do that once a week, now we're at half a year. And that's possible. You could do that, but again, she might get swooped up. So you want to make sure that you do it at a time when you've seen her 20 to 30 times and it's been about 2 months, which I'd imagine it would be. You'd probably see a girl 20 to 30 times in about 2, 3 months. If you want to average that out, that could be about, say, 3 months. Let's say maximum 30 times. You're looking at 10 times per month. Per week, that's about 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, it's about 2.5 times per week. That makes sense. Maybe once on the weekend, maybe once during the week, maybe 2 times during the week. Or maybe it starts off really slow and you guys spend one time together per week for a couple of weeks, but then you guys end up spending 2 nights together in a row here and then another 2 nights that same week over the weekend. That happens. So I would say anywhere between 20 to 30 times within about 2 to 3 months. Again, this is just giving you an idea. It's not like you have to have that. It's not like, you got to be sitting here counting the amount of dates and knowing that, well, Trip said 25 dates and I'm on 24 and I want to ask her to be my girlfriend. I mean, no, there's also this factor that's involved where you know that this is a girl that you really want to be with, okay? Now, the reason why I say 20 to 30 times is because it takes a lot of time to really understand that this is a girl that you really like and that is girlfriend material, because you could like a girl a lot after meeting with her 5 times and you're in this infatuation honeymoon stage, which, by the way, you still are if you're just seeing her 20 to 30 times, but you're in super infatuation because you don't even know everything about her yet. You don't know everything about her. I remember I said in one of my videos saying, when do you say I love you to a girl? And you want to say I love you to a girl at the point where you've seen her in all emotional states, which means you've seen her when she's happy, when she's sad, when she's frustrated, when she's anxious, when she's horny, when she's annoyed, when she's having a good day, a bad day, when she's in a fight with someone, when she's angry, when she's mad at you and you're mad at her. You want to have all these different emotions pop up, because that's how you know you really like someone and love someone. If you can at least get through all of these main emotions, because if you're going to be in a relationship with someone, you're going to be dealing with every emotion all the time. If you even want to get married to someone, you're going to see every single side of them that you will ever see in a person, more this person than anyone else. So if you can't handle the way that she handles life, the way that she handles things, the way that you guys communicate together, the way that you guys spend time together, the way that she reacts to certain events, if you can't handle that, or she does something that frustrates you and you realize this is not the girl for you, well, then this can't be your girlfriend, right? It's got to be someone that you appreciate and respect and go through those emotions with her and still come out on the other side clean, meaning you still like her and you still want to call her your girlfriend. So again, going back to what I was saying here, is it takes about 20 to 30 times of seeing her to be able to experience that, to be able to experience her in all these states. And hopefully you do. Again, this is me just giving you a range. You might not be able to see all those emotions that fast. It might take 60 times hanging out with her to see things. I mean, you're going to learn new things about her, even dating her for 2, 3, 4 years. You're not going to be able to see everything. But I say 20 to 30 times because you're going to get a pretty good idea. You'll probably end up seeing a majority of the emotions and how she deals with life and things, and who she is as a person when you spend that much time with someone. Assuming that these are not just 20 to 31 hour little coffee dates. I'm guessing by the time you see a girl for the 10th, 15th time, I mean, at this point, you've spent some serious time with her. Maybe you've even gone on a little road trip somewhere. You guys took a little vacation together, whatever it is. Which, by the way, I highly recommend you do. I highly recommend you do. I really think that you should be going on a little trip with her even before you call her your girlfriend. Spend like 2 to 3 days where you guys are just with each other, because that is going to test whether or not this could be a serious relationship when you guys spend that amount of time together. Because if you guys can't last 2 to 3 days together, or 2 days in a row together, where you're spending all day and all night together, then you're never going to last in a relationship, and she shouldn't be your girlfriend. So that's kind of what I'm saying here. I think that it's about spending the time getting to know her before you could call her your girlfriend. And like I said, that takes 20 to 30 times, probably over the course of 2 to 3 months. And at this point, you're probably wondering, how do I bring this up to a girl? How do I bring this up? It's at the point where you felt like she's girlfriend material. You've seen her in all different emotional states. You still enjoy spending time with her. You have a great sex life. All the things I talk about in the girlfriend material episode, which I want you to check out. We don't have to go into that here. But let's say you've gotten to the point where you've learned all these things about her, and she's someone you want to spend time with and get into a relationship with. Well, the way you ask her is very simple. And at this point, trust me, odds are she's going to say yes. If she spent 20 to 30 times with you, she's probably hoping and waiting for you to ask her to be your girlfriend. Yeah, she wants it. She's waiting for it. So all you got to do is just say the words. You don't have to say, do you want to be my girlfriend? That might be a little cheesy. But you just say to her, say, listen, I just want to let you know I've had so much fun spending time with you. We have a blast together. And to be honest with you, I don't want to see anybody else. I just want to keep seeing you. So that's how you say it. And that's just the way of asking her to be exclusive. And she might be saying something like, so you telling me that you want to be my boyfriend? And then you say, yeah. If you want to put it that way, right? You can tease her a little bit. Yeah, if you want to put it that way, I guess. But that's basically the way you're going to be doing that. And that's, again, this is all advice for the guy who wants a girlfriend, who's interested in getting into a relationship. I'm not saying you have to do this. This isn't for everyone. Relationships aren't for everyone. But I know a majority of guys out there, would like to settle down with someone eventually. And in fact, I'm hoping if you're listening and you're in your 20s that you've are going to be going through multiple relationships, dating a lot of people. Hopefully you're not 19 years old and you're trying to get this advice for this one girl who you think you're going to marry. Because I'm just letting you know, at this time, I'm 32 years old. I'm saying this to you. She's probably not going to be your wife. She might be your girlfriend, but she's not going to be your wife. You're going to go through multiple relationships, meet multiple girls, and I hope you do, because you learn a lot in relationships. You learn what you want. You learn what you can handle. You learn what you're attracted to. You learn how to deal with having a girlfriend, being in a relationship. It's like a part-time job, to be honest with you. It's like a part-time job. It takes a lot of work. There's a lot of effort involved. And the rewards are great too. It feels good to be in a relationship. It feels good to be loved by someone, to connect with someone. All those are great, but you have to be ready for it. And one of the best ways to be ready is to go through multiple relationships. So I guess either way, yes, ask her to be your girlfriend. Ask girls to be your girlfriend if you like them. But just know that you never know what's going to happen. You never know how it's going to pan out. You never know if it's gonna last or not going to last. But you enjoy it. You enjoy the moments. You enjoy the moments together. You enjoy spending time with another human being and learning about people and experiencing that feeling. Whatever you want to call it: lust, infatuation, love. There's different names for it, but enjoy it. It's a really good feeling, and it's really nice, and it can do good things for you. It can inspire you to become a better person. That's one cool thing about relationships. So yeah, that's pretty much my advice for this episode. I want you to know when to ask her. I think you know by now when to do it. If you want to know if she's girlfriend material, go check out that other episode. If you want to learn how to get a girlfriend, check out the other episode that I mentioned where it's step by step. Sorry if I sounded completely out of it today. I'm actually completely with it. My energy is fine. I just sound like a mess. But I still wanted to put out this episode for you guys so you can learn more about when to ask a girl And I know we didn't get into the deep dive of more about how to, but again, like I said, that's in other episodes. But that's when you do it. That's when you do it. When you spend enough time with her and you say to yourself, you know what? I want to keep on spending time with this girl. This is someone who I've seen all different areas of, and I want to see more, and I want to learn more. So there you go. Hope that helps you, and hopefully I'll feel better next week on next week's episode. Thanks so much.